left in English. I want all of you to be very, very attentive in these two classes, and please put up your doubts and your queries because I don't want any copy paste. मत करो. This is a flaw on your personality. और अभी बच्चे हो and you should avoid all these things. तो better है कि पढ़ लो अच्छे से. That is more honorable and more, you can say, confidence building and more motivated part also होगा कि but you know you right, क्योंकि ultimately तुमको सीखना ही पड़ेगा. That is very sure. So these two classes are specially designed for your revision class. I suppose 11C is going to take the lead. Are you all ready, 11C team?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What are your lessons for today?
The ailing planet, the green movement's role, and the summer of beautiful horse.
Very good. These two lessons hai. Remember, there are, what is the purpose? I have discussed with one of the students. The purpose of taking this platform, this organizing this relearning or re-revision from the student side. Can anyone explain me? I have written in the morning to one of the student of your class. Will she tell me what is the purpose of this class? I explained to that child in the morning today. 11C. Is she here? Adya Sri, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me the purpose of this?
Yes, ma'am. To have command over the topic and to improve interactive skills.
You need to have a command over the lesson. So the command means you need to, so that you can explain it to anyone or to any layman. ऐसा story पढ़े थे हम लोग क्लास में. ये first purpose है. और second purpose क्या है? As you speak, you improve your communicative skill. जो accent है, जो choice of words है, जो rhythm है, जो points है, जो अपना opinion है, that you table your opinion. तो this is very important. वहीं से तुमको recognition मिलेगा. और जब तक कॉपी पेस्ट करोगे तुमको रिकॉग्निशन नहीं मिलेगा. तुम डाई कर जाओगे, मर जाओगे इसी तरह, पर यू विल नेवर गेट रिकॉग्निशन until unless you have your own opinion. Okay, let us now, since you know the purpose, ठीक है, तो ये जो डिस्कशन सेशन तैयार किया गया, इंटरैक्टिव सेशन तैयार किया गया है, I want all the students to take full advantage of it. So let us start. 11C, please begin.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. It's an honor for my class that we got this opportunity from our English teacher to explain the given chapters. I, Arya Singh, and my mate Adyashri are going to give intro about the chapters, the ailing planet, the green movement's role, and the summer of beautiful horse respectively. The first chapter, the ailing planet, the green movement's role. This chapter has been added to our syllabus to aware us about our unwell Mother Earth. It has been extracted from an article published in the newspaper, the Indian Express, on 24th November 1994. It was written by Nana Bhoy Palkhiwala, who was an eminent economist and jurist. He was born on 16th January 1920 in Mumbai. He was awarded with Padma Vibhushan. The theme of this chapter is not very unknown to us. We all are familiar with the deteriorating environmental condition. It also deals with how different movements and Andolan have helped in conserving the environment. From time to time, this world has seen a number of movements, but the grip of green movement is unbreakable. None of the movement had ever got such fame and public support. Let's move to the summary by Vipul, Vaishnavi, Rhea, and Khushi.
So the summary of the chapter is, the writer raised an issue toward the deteriorating health of the earth, as humans have been exploiting nature resources from decades. Presently, the condition has made an environment critical. In 1972, the Green Movement helped environmentalists to raise awareness about the harmful condition of the earth, and since there has been no looking back, as the movement has been successful educating people about the conservation of the environment.
Earth is like a patient whose health is declining, and it is our duty to improve it. In 1987, the term sustainable development was used by the World Commission on Environment and Development. A zoo in Lusaka, Zambia, has a cage in which sign reads the world's most dangerous animal, and inside there it is in a mirror. It gives a message that human beings are the most dangerous animal. Grand Commission raised the question, are we to leave our successors a scorched planet of advancing deserts, impoverished landscapes and ailing environment?
There are four principal biological systems that form the foundation of the global economic system, that is fisheries, grassland, forest, and cropland. This is because these four systems provide food and raw materials for industries except for minerals and synthetic ones. Hence, we can say that these four are base, or we can say backbone of our economic system. In many large areas of the world, people claiming that this system becoming unsustainable. And when this happens, fishery will collapse in this protein-hungry world. The forest will slowly disappear, grassland will turn into a barren wasteland, and cropland will become worse. In poor countries, forests are being cut down and fuel woods which is used for cooking purposes. As the rate of cutting down trees proliferating day by day, this leads to the increase in the cost of fuel wood, which is more than the cost of food of poor people. It is leading to deforestation at an alarming rate.
One of the reasons for the exploitation of the environment is the increasing population. It is observed that about 1 million population is increasing in every 4 days. This is not a good sign. There is an urgent need to control overpopulation in the world. Development is the best contraceptive for the problem, as it will help in reduction in fertility, increase in education and income, and improvement in health. We must see the world as a whole, not as dissociated parts. It is a holistic and ecological view. According to Lester Brown, we have not inherited the earth from our forefathers, but we have borrowed it from our future generations.
Now, after the summary, we would like to call Muskan and Sneha to present the moral of this chapter.
First of all, the ailing planet means that the quality of Earth is decreasing day by day. We have been understanding that the raw material are free gift of nature, but we are forgetting that Earth is also a living thing whose health is declining, and it is our duty to improve it and protect it. The author also wanted to convey the same thing. Now the another important thing that the author wants to convey is the topic of sustainable development. That means development that meets the need of people without compromising the ability of future generations. So this criteria will help planet to deal with excessive use of resources. Done.
As we go in this chapter, there is a very interesting thing that about a zoo in Lusaka, Zambia calls a man as the most dangerous animal in the world. So as the man can destroy anything for their greedy purpose, and the earth is suffering and fighting for its own existence. This is all because of the growing population. As the population is increasing, the need for survival is also increasing. And lastly, the message is that we should also do something to save our earth or environment. Done.
Okay, I would like to talk to the coordinator first, 11C. You planned out and chalked out the plans and the movement of the story, everything very well coordinated. It was a good job on your part, very good. There are a few things that would bring even more refinement to your work. Number one, even in this 11D, you should pay attention. Whenever such a platform is prepared, you need to prepare a flow chart of your movement. First flow chart, first thing, we will discuss the main idea of the story. That what you said summary, it should be the main idea. और main idea हम लोग किसको कहते हैं? जैसे जर्नलिस्ट एक नोट तैयार करता है, तो उसके पहले जो पॉइंट्स को जॉट डाउन करता है उसी को मेन आइडिया कहते हैं। वो स्टोरी पढ़ के तुमको कौन कौन सी मेन आइडिया जो कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है जिसको तुमको इस प्लेटफॉर्म पर लाना था, तो दैट शुड बी द फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द फ्लो चार्ट। नाउ कम टू द सेकंड पार्ट। In the second part, you should have discussed the main keywords of the story. अब इसमें keywords है holistic and ecological view. This is a very important. Holistic word is very important. फिर तुम्हारा language है, and there are many other words like inter alia also. तो इस तरह के जो भी keywords है उसको pick up करके this would have been the second part or the next part. Then after that, you need to explain the present scenario related to environment because it is a burning topic. Next, man's attitude towards environment. I have told you in the class that man's war with nature started long time back. Now, because of this movement and this andolan, people are realizing their goals and their you can say mindset. They are realizing what they should do. But ये जो people are realizing, they are very little %. और इतने जो एफर्ट लग रहे हैं जो कि राइटर ने लगाया, this is a peanut effort. The way the earth is ailing, you need to have a more and more increase in number of effort to protect the earth from being extinct or being doomed or being shut down. Because that day is not too far. If all people not get sensitized towards the ailing planet, then we are sure to lose this planet. So this is thing. Yes, this was the next part. Now come to the next part. Because of ailing planet, you need to make this platform very live. What are the areas that is really showing that the earth is ailing? So number 1 में तुम्हारा climate change है. Number 2 में तुम्हारा so many extinction of species. जो तुम जान रहे हो वो species extinct हो रहे हैं. Number 3 में there are so many unconquered species जिसके बारे में हम लोग अभी तक जानते भी नहीं है. उनका इस environment में रहना बहुत necessity है. तो बायोलॉजी वाले से मेरा ये एक्सपेक्टेशन था कि कम से कम ये जो हमारे फूड चेन है और ये जो एनवायरमेंटल इश्यूज हैं इसको थोड़ा सा और क्लियर करते हैं. रेफरेंस टू द कंटेक्स्ट ओनली. याद रखना तुमको हमेशा रेफरेंस टू द कंटेक्स्ट रखना है, तो थोड़ा सा भी आगे नहीं बढ़ना है. जैसे कि तुमने एक पॉइंट बताया राइटर के बारे में, दैट ही वाज अ वेल नोन एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट एंड ही वाज अवार्डेड. यहाँ तक तो सही था कि ये 2 पॉइंट बहुत अच्छा था, लेकिन इसके अलावा जो तुमने 2 पॉइंट कहा वो इररिलेवेंट था, उसकी जरूरत नहीं थी. तो जब भी कोई काम करो तो फोकस करो कि हमारा आउटपुट कैसा होना चाहिए. अपने आउटपुट को एक मेंटली इमेजिन कर लो कि एट द एंड ऑफ द क्लास दिस इज द आउटपुट दैट वी वांट. एंड व्हाट इज द आउटपुट तो हम मॉर्निंग में बता दिए थे. एंड द क्लास शुड बी वेरी मच क्लियर एंड पार्टिसिपेट इन इट. तो इसके सोच करके देन यू स्टार्ट चॉकिंग आउट योर प्लान्स. So I hope 11D is getting the message what they should do. Don't worry, I will continue with this. इसमें और refinement आएगा तुम लोगों को, क्योंकि spoken skill तुम लोगों का बहुत खराब है. Written तो खराब है ही, spoken भी खराब है. Anyway, to the rest of the class, is there any question that you want to ask from the 11C team? 11A, B and D, you please unmute yourself, open your mic and very clearly put your questions. No one? Yes? Ritika, what is going on? Do you have a question? No. Okay, 11C, please listen to the question. Laws are never respected nor followed in India. India ही special enforced in India. अब इस पर तुम can you give your opinion or can you show your reflection on this line? Laws are never respected nor enforced in India.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to answer this.
Yes.
Ma'am, there is a law in India in Article 48A that governs the people to protect the environment and safeguard the forest and wildlife of the country. But even after so many years of enforcement, it is not being obeyed properly. Even now, the deforestation is continuing. People are using harmful material which are harmful for environment, such as plastic, chemicals. none of the industries are so much concerned about the environmental problems. And the same is in the case of other things also, like our constitution prohibit untouchability, casteism, but they're
law
also
and
not
order.
followed.
ओके आर्या, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर भी है और भी सर्टेन एरियाज है, पोल्यूशन कंट्रोल पर भी है. Now why it is so? Why are laws not respected in India? क्यों नहीं enforce किया जाता? Why it is so?
People are not aware, because people are not aware, and they take.
See, I have seen a roadside street child wearing a mask. Even that child is knowing कि to protect myself, mask is very important. To protect other, mask is important. So if it is done by one child, why not arrest the child? देखो, it is very clear. हमारे यहाँ जो democracy है, the lines of democracy, the points, the final points of democracy has not reached to the to every citizen. तुम जाओ देखो डेमोक्रेसी फ्रांस में, तुम इंग्लैंड में डेमोक्रेसी देखो, कितना डीप रूटेड डेमोक्रेसी है. वहां कोई chaos नहीं होता है, कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं होता है, because people are supposed to follow it. तो पॉइंट इज दैट हमारे यहाँ जो डेमोक्रेसी है उसके पॉइंट्स को हमारे जो सीनियर्स हैं, हमारे जो लीडर्स हैं, वो खुद ही उसके लिए रेस्पेक्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं. और इसका रीजन क्या है? We are not having more and more number of examples set up by the adults एग्जाम्पल सेटअप करते हैं, तभी यंगर जनरेशन या उसके बाद की जनरेशन उसको फॉलो करते हैं. और इस तरह से एक के बाद तब ये एक लॉ बन जाता है, ये एक सिस्टम बन जाती है. और यही बेसिक चीज है, यहाँ पर एक सिस्टम मिसिंग है. हाई स्पीड ड्राइविंग ये एक अनएथिकल और इलीगल है, लेकिन इन स्पाइट ऑफ सीसीटीवी कैमरा people are violating. They feel that they are not ignorant about law. They feel that they can do whatever they want to do. तो this mindset जो इनके में है, डेमोक्रेसी का जो mindset इनके माइंड में है, this has spoiled their basic habit and their functioning. लाइफ को कैसे फंक्शन करना है ये इन लोग छोड़ दिए हैं, बिकॉज ये लोग अपने राइट्स जानते हैं पर अपने ड्यूटीज को करना नहीं जानते हैं. तो ये जो फाइनल पॉइंट्स है डेमोक्रेसी की, ये हमारे यहाँ इंडिया में डीप रूटेड नहीं हुई है, एंड दे नो हाउ टू एस्केप वेरी वेल. ओके, वेरी गुड, वेल ट्राइड. एनी अदर क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द रेस्ट ऑफ द सेक्शन? Rest of the section 11B. Why are you all silent? Is there no question from your side? 11A. Okay, let me check. This is Rajkumar. Do you have any question? Abhinav, Akash, do you have any question? Khushi? Okay, Satyam? Satyam, you have any question? No one. Okay, next question है, are we to leave our successors to the scorched planet or advancing desert, impoverished landscapes and an ailing environment? You need to reflect your opinion on this line that is taken from the chapter. Yes.
Which one to ask?
Yes. Satyam, please. Yes, carry on, Satyam.
Yes, ma'am. Hello?
Loud. Satyam, please
Am
be
I audible,
fast.
ma'am?
Yes, you are audible.
My question is, what awareness, according to Nani Palkhiwala, is spreading worldwide? Explain.
What awareness is spreading worldwide? Okay, anyone from 11C team? Arya?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay.
she is trying to spread the awareness about the ecological problem and the deteriorating health of our environment, and also about the loss of the four important component of a biological system, that is fishery, forest, grasslands, and croplands. He's trying to convey people the message that they should do their work properly I mean,
Oh,
with
shit.
a sustainable manner, and do not use everything as they have get them from their forefather, they need to understand that they have borrowed it from their next generation.
Arya, you need to be very precise while speaking. But in order to spread, they have conveyed the message of spreading organic materials, less and less use of, saving pollution and more use of pollution free environment के लिए जो measures दिए गए हैं, इसको widely use करने के लिए, तो and less use of their personal brain. जो लोग कहते हैं हम जो करेंगे वो कर सकते हैं, and more tree plantation, protection of tree grow, allowing the tree to grow. तो ये एक अपनी एक responsibility समझे, this is everyone's responsibility, not one responsibility. तो ये message को spread किया गया है, and this is the reason, and for what reason, to protect environment. Next, any other student from 11A, B and D? Any other student? Okay, shall we proceed? Okay, 11C, please move on to the next chapter, that is the Summer of the Beautiful White Horse.
Excuse me. Ma'am, in this chapter, we have seen a term, sustainable expansion. Ma'am, can they explain it?
Sustainable expansion. Now, what is sustainable expansion? 11C. Ragini, can you take it up? 11C. Muskan. What is sustainable? Can you explain it? What is sustainable? Sustainable तो तुम लोग पढ़े हो, 10th में भी पढ़े हो. What is sustainable?
It means that meets the need of people without compromising the ability of future generations.
That means कि whatever you are using from nature, you need, that is, you don't take it as you have the right. You take it as a debt, and if you are taking it, जैसे ground water ले रहे हो, तो return करो. Rain water harvesting करके ground में return करो ground water को. So that is called sustainable development. That will help us to sustain our future generation. Is it clear? Come on, let us move to the next chapter, the Summer of the Beautiful White Horse.
The next chapter will be introduced by Adyashri.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before the explanation of the chapter, I would like to tell you about the author William Saroyan. William Saroyan was an Armenian-American novelist, playwright, and short story writer. He was awarded the Pulitzer Prize for Drama in 1940 and in 1943 won the Academy Award for the best story for the film The Human Academy. Now about the story.
Adya, excuse me, Adya, just check your mic. The way you are holding your mic, just hold your mic properly.
Okay, ma'am. Now, this story is about two poor Armenian boys. They belong to a tribe known for its honesty. The two cousins, Murad and Aram, have an intense longing for horse riding, but they can't afford to buy a horse. So, going against the family reputation, Murad steals the white horse of John Byro. Aram is shocked because it is a stolen horse, but he discounts the charge of stealing and goes for a ride. One day he hears John Byro telling Uncle Khusro about his missing horse. He gives the news to Murad. Next morning, the horse was returned to the place from where it had been stolen. Now, a brief character sketch will be given by Shivani.
Murad and Aram were cousins, belonged to the Gargorian tribe, which was famous for their honesty. Murad was elder than Aram. He was 13-year-old and Aram was 9-year-old. Murad is lively and crazy person, but with love for his cousin Aram, whom he offers the horse ride for some time. He knows how to handle a horse. He had a way with farmer's dog. but Aram was timid and obedient. While Murad has a streak of craziness, simple-hearted, Murad was more talented and bolder than Aram. They both like horse riding. Justified Murad's taking of the horse for the purpose of horse riding, as they did not intend to sell it on. Uncle Khusro was the
वेट
narrator's
मैम
uncle
डिस्कनेक्ट
who
हो
was
गई हैं.
considered to be a
हाँ मैम डिस्कनेक्ट हो गई हैं.
Yes, Srishti, continue. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Shivani, please continue.
Uncle Khusro was the narrator uncle who was considered to be a crazy man. He has been described as a man with a short-tempered, irritable nature and impatient as well. His stock saying was, "It is no harm, pay no attention to it." Murad had got that craziness from Uncle Khusro. John Byro was a kind-hearted farmer and owner of the beautiful white horse, which was stolen by Murad. He is sad over the sudden disappearance of his horse a few weeks ago. Now Praveen would
Yes, continue. Don't waste your time.
Praveen, please continue.
Perhaps she has got disconnected. Anyone else can take the lead. From where the story ended, anyone else can continue the story. Okay, perhaps she has got disconnected. Is it?
Ma'am, I have a question.
Okay, start with Shivam. Yes.
Ma'am, why the writer write? मैम मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि इस चैप्टर का मैम जो टाइटल है जो समर ऑफ द ब्यूटीफुल व्हाइट हॉर्स, यही क्यों हुआ? मतलब और भी तो कुछ हो सकता है, जैसे मैम ये दोनों बच्चा का मैम हॉर्स के मतलब मैम ऑनेस्टी या मैम कुछ और मैम मतलब राइटर इस चैप्टर का नाम द समर ऑफ द ब्यूटीफुल व्हाइट हॉर्स ही क्यों रखे?
See, the entire story revolves, घटना घटी उसी हॉर्स के पैशन होने के चलते। उस हॉर्स से प्यार था, हॉर्स राइडिंग से प्यार था, हॉर्स राइडिंग करना है इसलिए हॉर्स को स्टील करना है, बिना बताए चुपचाप उसको रखना है और सब चीज हाइड करके करना, उसके लिए सिर्फ एक ही था, हॉर्स राइडिंग का पैशन। तो दैट हॉर्स बिकेम द pivotal point, pivotal कहते हैं सेंटर पॉइंट, जिसके चारों बगल the entire sequence of events happened. नामकरण चैप्टर का ऐसा रखा जाता है कि जिसके चारों बगल the entire situations, the entire sequence of events, the mind flow, everything revolves. तो वो जो इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट है, वो जो सेंट्रीफ्यूगल पॉइंट है, उसी को ध्यान में रखते हुए कोई भी पोएट या कोई भी ऑथर उसका नाम रखता है। ठीक है, वो सेंट्रीफ्यूगल पॉइंट देखो, जैसे कि हम एक एग्जांपल ले रहे हैं, आई कैन नॉट रिमेम्बर माई मदर, ये बहुत ब्यूटीफुल पोएम है। द पोएट रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर is remembering his mother all the poem, throughout the poem, but the title is I cannot remember the mother. क्यों ऐसा टाइटल रखे? Just to show that even though your mother is not there, yet the memory is there. तो टाइटल जो है बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है एक स्टोरी को कन्विंस करने के लिए, स्टोरी को समझने के लिए। इज इट क्लियर? समझ में आया? देखो जैसे कि तुम्हारा नाम शिवम, शिवम आर यू शिवम? यस और नो? Okay, yes, since you are Shivam, so your name plays a very important role in your further growth and progress. ठीक उसी तरह से स्टोरी का जो चैप्टर का जो नाम होता है that has a very important role to play and that is very appropriate. The summer of the beauty, वो beauty जो थी, वो horse की जो enchanting capacity थी, वो बच्चों को मजबूर कर दिया अपने passion को fulfill करने के लिए, लेकिन yet in the disguised manner. Is it clear? Now, any other question?
No, ma'am.
11C team, is your candidate ready? Coordinator, is your candidate ready?
Issue, his mic is not working properly. So we will
Okay,
continue
then
with
continue.
other students.
Okay. Continue.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Ma'am, I ask a question.
Yes. Okay, Satyam, continue.
In this story, Aram felt about crazy streak of his family. Can they explain about the crazy streak of his family?
Your voice is not clear.
Ma'am, question is not clear.
Satyam, please set your mic and then speak your question once again. Your voice was not clear. Satyam, are you audible? Satyam, are you getting... please set your mic before you speak. Yes, are you ready? Okay, it seems Satyam has got disconnected. Continue, Arya, please continue. Yes, Arya, please. Yes, Satyam. Okay, Arya, please continue.
Ma'am, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, can I start the summary?
Describe what did Aram think about the crazy streak of his family?
What did Aram think about? What is? Can anyone repeat this question? What did Aram think about?
Ma'am, he is saying that what did Aram the crazy streak of his family?
See, Aram had no fixed opinion about it. He felt that he was something unnatural. बस वो हर फैमिली में या most of the families में इस तरह से unnatural आ जाते हैं and they live and survive. क्या craziness का क्या ऐसा कोई fixed opinion उसके बारे में नहीं है. He is simply crazy. That's all. And in craziness he speaks like that. Okay, continue, Arya. Kritika, you were supposed to continue. Okay, continue. Kritika, am I audible? Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Aram and Murad were two poor boys who belonged to the American Garoghalian family who were known for their honesty since the 11th century. One early morning when Aram was asleep and was enjoying pleasant dreams, his cousin Murad showed up to his window with a beautiful white horse. Aram could not believe it and was thinking it was a dream. But since there was a little light outside, he knew this for sure that the horse was real. As they were poverty-stricken, he couldn't believe that the horse was their own. He was trying to figure out if the horse had been stolen by his cousin, Murad. Murad come to invite him for a ride along. He had asked him to make it quick before everyone in the world wakes up. Aram wore his clothes and jumped out of the window and sat behind Murad on the horse. They rode on the old countryside of the area where they lived, Walnut Avenue. After some time, Murad asked him to get off as he wanted to ride the horse alone. Aram asked him if he could also ride the horse alone just like him, to which Murad said they will see, as it was for his own safety. He got to know that Murad had stolen the horse a month ago and was riding it every morning. When Aram got his chance of a ride, the horse took him to the vineyard, threw him off and ran away. After searching for 30 minutes, Murad managed to find the horse and then hide him in a deserted vineyard that had some oats and alfalfa. Murad had a way with everything, especially horses. He knew how to handle every type of animal and also humans. Every morning for 2 weeks, they would take the horse for a ride and then hide it again. One day, John Byro came to Aram's house to talk to his uncle Khusro, who was an irritated and loud man who shouted at almost everything. Byro told him about his missing horse, whom he bought at $60. For 1 month, he couldn't find it and walked for 10 miles to come to their house. Khusro rode at him and told him, "It's no harm, pay no attention to it." Byro came, irritated by his attitude, and he went away. Aram went to Murad and told him about the missing horse of Byro and asked him not to return the horse until he learns to ride it. Murad told him that it would take 1 year for him to learn to ride the horse. He further angrily added that they could not be thieves as their tribe is known for honesty, and said that they would return the horse after 6 months. One day on their way back to hide the horse to the hidden spot, they meet John Byro, who was going back to the town. He talked to them and carefully examined the horse. He admitted that the horse looked exactly like the one he had, but since he knew his parents and the honesty of their family, he didn't believe that they had his missing horse. He assumed it was a twin horse. Murad managed to let Byro assume that it was not his horse, so that they went away. The next morning, both of them took the horse back to Byro vineyard and put it in the barn. The dogs followed them all along quickly and they left the place. The same afternoon, John Byro...
Excuse me, Kritika, I'm taking यहाँ पर leave. You have to cut short it. बहुत long हो गया. Anyway, for tomorrow 11D, your chapter is landscape of the soul and this thing and the address. But remember, you have to pick up just the highlights. जो फ्लो चार्ट तैयार करोगे वो सिर्फ हाइलाइट्स होंगे, चैप्टर के मेन पॉइंट्स होंगे और उस मेन पॉइंट से बाकी लोग क्वेश्चन पूछोगे और इसमें तुम लोग थीम भी रखोगे, इंपॉर्टेंट कैरेक्टर्स के बारे में भी एनालिसिस करोगे और जो मेन इंपॉर्टेंट कीवर्ड्स हैं जो चैप्टर में आता है उस कीवर्ड्स को एनालिसिस करोगे इस फ्लो चार्ट को तैयार करने में. So 11D, make sure that you follow this system, then only we will take the maximum out of this class. Anyway, very good, nice presentation by the rest of the students. But in the coming days, we will take more and more interesting and learning.